Whoopsie daisy. Hey, come here. Come on. Get in here. Get in here, you. Hey, no. You come here. Come on. You stay. Why, hello. What it do? I streamed on the wrong channel, man. I guess I was looking at something on Highdeology on my phone, or on Cinema for Cynics on my phone. Usually my phone is on Highdeology. And I started streaming on the wrong channel. Oh, no. Whatever. Idiot. I know, right? Oh man, trust me. I'm with you. You need glasses. I probably do, actually. I probably should be wearing glasses. I have a pair of glasses that I'm supposed to wear uh, when I'm like doing computer work and shit, but one of the lenses popped out, so those don't be working. I ain't gonna do a fart, Charlie. You disgusting freak. Why don't you do a fart in your own mother's face? Just put your ass in that bitch's face and unleash a torrent of stank air. Film it, send me the link. Just close one eye. I don't think that helps. That doesn't feel like it helps very much. Um, why did I steal your heart? Oh, Harvey Weinstein, you wangler, king of the wanglers. Wangler Weinstein. Well, this is like the afternoon crew. This is not the late night crew. When are you gonna drop the remaining burn the couch tracks? I don't know, dude. I've got to get. I think there's only 3 or 4 more. Just got to find the time to fix them up and good old burn the couch, man. Did you see Chank's blog and apology? He had to leave the Justice Democrats. Yeah, I heard that. See, I just think I think I'm not even a fan of Chank, but I think that this whole maneuver is total bullshit. Like, I don't think anybody should be held to account for the views that they. Hey, quiet. Fucking whiny ass piece of shit. Hey, Paul, Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you too. How does God TV Radio have 400,000 subs? It doesn't. No. What happened with Chank? Oh yeah, he just like 18 years ago when he was like an edgy teenage, early 20s edgelord and a hardcore conservative. He made some ridiculous blog posts about women and shit and how they're fundamentally flawed because they're not designed to want to have sex enough and blah 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 blah. Just ridiculous teenager bullshit. Now, if he still held those views, well, fuck yeah, let's repudiate him for the views. But like, I'd love to peer into the fucking 18-year-old past of everybody passing judgment on Chank right now and see the kind of dumb fucking retarded shit they said. You know what I mean? Like, you can't hold somebody accountable for some bullshit they did 18 years ago, unless they're still espousing the same shit. Like, if they've gone on and repudiated those things and are now holding positions that are much more defensible, then why, what's the judgment there? So Cenk can't be a Justice Democrat because he used to be conservative and he said some stupid shit a long time ago. Okay, great way to create a movement. So now you can only be a Justice Democrat if you were born into a Justice Democrat household, right? Because if you were ever conservative before, you're not welcome in the Justice Democrats. What a way to fucking just alienate people and push, possible converts away. And I don't even like Cenk. Like, I don't even really care about Cenk being banned from the Justice Democrats, but like, not because Cenk is a piece of shit, but the act of it, I gotta defend him. Because nobody should be fucking called on the carpet for some stupid fucking blog post they made in their early 20s or late teens or whatever the fuck it was. This is the left cannibalizing itself. It seems like both sides of the party are cannibalizing themselves now, which is an interesting. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to produce in terms of candidates and policy. The right's eating itself alive, and the big fucking sore at the middle of that cancer is Donald Trump. He's the one causing all of the self cannibalization. And then the left is, desperately trying to figure out which subgroup is the most oppressed and therefore has the biggest right to speak. And they're eating themselves for that. I think it's just sad. Fuck the Justice Democrats, dude. Boo. Boo. I gotta go shave my fucking head now. Shitty time to stream for me. Sorry I didn't fucking check your fucking dumbass schedule, Trevor Lackey. Ugh. I want to stream, but I better call Trevor Lackey and see if it's a good time for him. How about no? He thinks Creationist Cat is real. Sweet. Yeah, Trevor is a fucking mess. Trump can't be a Republican since he was a Democrat for such a long time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, why don't the Republicans toss Donald Trump out because he was left-leaning all that time. All right. I'll be right back. Go. Wow, what the fuck? So everything decided to disconnect right as I got up to go do something. You hacked the stream, you disgusting piece of shit. dare you? I know everyone. I don't blame them, you know? I mean, fuck. I walked away and then the fucking internet took a shit. That's a good sign of like, well, stream's over. uh, you know, I'll be honest with you. I love my dog, but there are days where like you just want to kill them. You just want to murder them because they're acting like assholes all day. And you're like, man, why did I get a dog? And then you remember. That's basically the cycle of dog ownership. It's like, got a dog, um, you know, it acts like an asshole. I wish I hadn't gotten the dog. Then it does something to make me just super happy that I got the dog. And then it acts like an asshole, and I wish I hadn't got the dog. That's basically the way they work. And I know exactly like why he's acting like an asshole today. He's all out of sorts because Ashley's out of town. She left this morning. He's not used to her being gone, so he's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Dinor needs to be disciplined. Good luck with that. I mean, go right ahead. Give it a try. Yeah, he's a total little bitch, dude. I'm not even gonna defend him from that. He really is a whiny little bastard. He thinks he's alpha every once in a while, but he's pure unadulterated beta. Shovel dog him? What is that? How do you shovel dog? That just like, takes after me, I guess so. There is that old meme that like dogs emulate the personalities of their owners, so I guess that makes me a whiny little beta cuck too. Dude, I talked to Brett Keane and he told me TJ said the contract was canceled as soon as the video ended. What? I don't I don't know what he's talking about. Like, I don't even know what the question was. Apparently, if your dog looks you in the eye, he thinks he's dominant. Well, I guess Steinor thinks he's dominant then. Swiss cheese is the best cheese. That's so fucking wrong. Get out of here, Mickey Richards, you piece of fucking dog shit. Slap him around, dude. Have you seen him? You can't. I don't even like people hitting their ugly dogs. And Dinor is just like, how do you strike him? He looks like a fucking stuffed animal. He's like, it's like, ugh. All right, I guess you get away with it again. I couldn't give a fuck about you, but most entertainment is garbage, and you must settle for the less inept, the less evil, the slightly tolerable. What an interesting comment to spend all that time typing out. Fuck you and thank you. You're gonna walk across America? Well, you'll still not be as good as Forrest Gump, who ran across America 3 times. So, is concern trolling real? I don't know, dude. Is it? read the comments I paid for, please, Paul. Okay, I will. How's the working out going for you? See, that's concern trolling right there. Right there, dude. First and last Kappa just concern trolled. He just dropped a concern troll right there. He doesn't give a fuck if I'm working out or not. He just pretending to be concerned. No, I don't know. If you could take a giraffe and put an elephant's head on it and put it in Steve Shives' lawn and it would scare him, would you do it? Yes. And would I feel guilty about it? No. Paul, you could roll around in pig lard, and as long as you happy, I'm happy. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Do you think Brett will ever be at one or your meetups? No, because that would require him like leaving his house and going into public and facing ridicule in an environment where he couldn't just block a person. You know what I mean? Like that's his worst nightmare, is being confronted by people who have his number in a place that he can't quit or ban them. You were being genuine about. I was just joking. I was just riffing on the whole concern troll question. So that was my bad. Didn't mean to make you feel bad. It's all good. Do you pray with your family on Christmas if they ask? Absolutely not. I don't pray with anybody. And it creates awkward moments and shit, because I'm just like, well, I'm not participating in this weird little ritual, so I'm just going to sit back and wait for you to be finished. But no, I don't play the game anymore. I don't grab people's hands and Heavenly Father, blah, 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 bless my food and bless my family most of all, but bless this food to my body. Make sure that this body it stays in nutrition, Lord, and I want to thank you for everything you done give us, Lord. It's like, shut the fuck up, man. Ugh. And can't you guys close your eyes and do that shit quietly? I mean, you can tell I've heard a lot of this shit. Heavenly Father, we ask you to look over this. I bless your body over this food, Lord. Make sure that it nourishes those that are gathered around this table to eat it, Lord. And I just wanted to ask you, Lord, to place your blessing, Lord, on everybody here assembled in the family, and even those of us that couldn't make it here for Thanksgiving today, Lord. I just want to make sure you place a blessing on all our friends and our family. We just wanted to let you know we're so thankful, Lord, for this food that you have provided today. It's fuck you! It's like, what other fucking, like, to quit, and I'm just sitting there the whole time, like, and you know what the funny thing is that these people are so intent on praying to their God that, like, 2 or 3 of them will look to see if I'm praying and then see that I'm not and look away again. It's like, you're not even concerned with what's being said. You just want to know if I'm holding hands and closing my eyes. Fuck you! Did you hear about the bullshit? Yeah, we already talked about this shit with Cenk and the Justice Dems. So, you have to rewind. Paul, are you working on writing a book? I recently got a copy of Francis of the Filth by George Miller and it reminded me of Kurt Vonnegut novel. I don't know, dude. I kind of want to write Beware the Giant Worm, like just a memoir collection of stories from different ages, all the way up to the present, probably. Why is the alt-right pushing cultural Christianity? I don't know. That's a great question. Another great question is like, what are these? So, was Sargon kidding when he said gender communism, or is that an actual meme that's happening in the alt-right? Because I don't think he's talked with TJ yet. He was kidding. Okay, good. He was just pretending to be an idiot. Got it. Got it. What's your take on the whole Jeff Holliday situation? Personally, he did nothing wrong. Big whoop. He lied. Straight up fuck coach. Red pill. I don't know what is even being alleged against Jeff Holliday. So I don't even know like what he's like accused of having done. So I really haven't been following the extended drama around the Kraut shit. Do you like Sargon? I don't dislike him, but I think he's really disingenuous. I think he's a good speaker, an intelligent guy. I don't agree with a lot of his social positions, but you know that doesn't make me dislike him. You know, I just think he's slippery about things. Jeff Holliday groped your breast in 2011. Oh shit, dude. He wangled. Oh no. Yeah. Global warming, what's that exactly? You know, I don't really know much about that. You know, I'd have to look into it. I don't, you know, global warming, it's like I don't even really know what the term means, you know. I might have heard it. You know, I don't really watch the news. I might have heard somebody say it here or there, but certainly don't know enough about it to really talk about it at all. Not really. Not really, no. You supporter of Donald Trump? Not really. Not, you know, not no, but not yes. You know what I mean? Not really. Not, not really. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard that his review of Star Wars is just pretty, like, it's just reaching really hard to find anything to criticize, anything to label as, you know, feminist propaganda. Hey, Paul, saw Patton after your long movies video. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for the recommendation. Keep up the awesome content. Cool, man. Yeah, I love that movie. Patton is great. Will there be an episode of DP on Christmas? I don't know. Where is Manny T. McAchee? I don't know. Who cares, ugly cunt? Get out of here. Sargon said his review of Star Wars was satire. Why does it like? Why does he release so much, uh, you know, crazy, almost indiscernible satire, and then get a bunch of flack for it, and then come out and say it was satire? That seems to be kind of a modus operandi of his. When is the Kilroy event that TJ is supposed to speak at? I don't even know if TJ is supposed to speak at it, and I know nothing about the Kilroy event, so Google would probably be a way better resource. I mean, I'm not dogging on you paying $5 to ask me a question that you could have clearly just gone to Google and been like, when is the Kilroy event? Oh, cool. I mean, I'm happy to be your Google, but I'm way less reliable than Google. You know what I mean? Because you just paid $5 to ask me when the Kilroy event is, and my answer was, I don't fucking know anything about the Kilroy event. Go Google it. Um, do you Yeah, everything stupid I say is a troll, and I'm totally kidding, guys. Yes. You remember that video I released last night? Well, it turns out it was satire. I was just satirizing, you know. Anyway, here's a video. Not really. Guys, it was. You remember last night when I said that we should exterminate all the Jews? You remember last night when I said that? It seems some of you have fallen for some of my satire again. Oh my, oh my. It seems tons of you have fallen for my satire yet again, judging from the negative responses I got. Totally a joke. Top Keck and Pepe all the way, okay? Yes. Maybe I'll just start doing that. I'll just let my brain wander to the most extreme shit. And then when I get backlash for it, I'll be like, you guys fell for my satire. You guys should watch Mac and Me for Cinema for Cynics. We watched Mac and Me for, I think, our patrons for the movie commentary 1 month. And I don't want to watch it again. Sorry. It'll be on DP on demand eventually. Like, that's all I can say, dude. Mac and Me is fucking horrible. Paul is Sargon disguised? Not really. I got another rogue nose hair. I do. Well, I guess you'll just have to fucking deal with it this time because I'm not going digging for. I know, dude. It's just like it's just like hanging there, man. Nope. Fuck it. Just yank it out. I just tried, man. I just went in. I thought I got it for a second. Yeah, dude, I don't want to go fucking gold mining right now, live on stream. Dude, Boogie's getting a divorce, dude. I heard Boogie 2988 is divorcing his wife. That's kind of sad. Mind quoting. Yeah, that really does suck. He made a video about it, so I'd go watch that rather than trust what my interpretation of it is. Oh. Boogie's video on that made me sad as shit. Yeah, Boogie's a, whatever. My fat empathy kicks in for Boogie always. Yeah, I'm a fat ballerina, dude. Even the swamp ape sheds a tear for Boogie. He is a pretty genuinely nice dude, or at least it seems that way. Maybe he's not in private. Yeah, even the swamp ape is moved. I'm stuck babysitting for my nephew, and I'm so close to blowing my fucking brains out if I hear him whine or complain again. Yeah, don't have kids. That's the soundest piece of advice anybody will ever give you. And it should be the piece of advice that you consider most carefully out of any advice you ever get in your entire fucking life. Like, if you are going to do anything contrary to that advice, you need to be so fucking dead sure that that person that told you not to do it was wrong, and that all the other people that told you not to do it were wrong. Pro tip, we're not making another being is a huge thing. Yeah, but it's more than just that too. Like, yeah, the consequence of bringing another consciousness into this world and being ultimately responsible for how that little consciousness perceives the world, and how many skills it has, how well it's able to navigate the world. I mean, you're taking this huge fucking responsibility. And on top of that, from a selfish perspective, you're removing your ability. Well, I guess not, you're not. If you want to make sure that that child is taken care of properly, then you are removing your ability to do anything for yourself before thinking of that child. That child should be your number one focus as soon as you wake up in the day, and the last thing you think about at night. Making sure that that child is taken care of properly, making sure that that child is safe and sound. There should be no breaks significantly from that for a parent. There's no, I'm going to walk away from this for a couple of weeks. It just doesn't work that way. If you're not doing that, then you're breaking the giant rule of subverting your personal will to the responsibility of having a child. And you're probably raising a fucked up little brat that nobody's going to want to be around. And that's going to have a myriad of social interaction problems and grow up to be an unlikable piece of fucking shit. How do you think about the prospect of collecting large sums of currency and frequently performing intercourse with human females of little worth? I mean, that sounds like what most people are interested in doing. So I can't really knock it till I've tried it. But I've never tried it. Well, can you be my father? I'm a bit too old to be a child, but the offer is open. Nope. No thanks. Try someone else. Yeah, don't make waterheads unless that's what you want to do with your life. If you want to dedicate your entire life to a waterhead and subvert everything that you want and run everything that you want through the filter of its impact on that waterhead, then don't have waterheads. What are your problems with Justice Democrats? If you think they're ineffective, do you have a different answer to the problem they're trying to answer? My problem with the Justice Democrats, well, here's my two problems. Number one, I think that they are, in a way, and I'll get to this $10 super chat in a second. I've seen it. I just have to answer this other one. They've subverted a lot of their platform to like social justice kind of causes, which I think a lot of those are very, very empty. It's very hard for me to throw my support behind a platform where that's a big glaring problem. And the way that they just dealt with Cenk Uygur, who's been one of their staunchest proponents because of some stupid bullshit he wrote in a stupid blog in the early 2000s, 18 fucking some odd years ago. That why would I want to throw my fucking support behind a platform that is policing people's thoughts to the point where you can't grow as a person in 18 years? You're now answerable to something you said almost 2 fucking decades ago. Exactly. That's horseshit. I haven't seen Kyle's response, but I'm hoping that he has a similar. I can't really imagine Kyle not having a similar response to mine. That it's total fucking bullshit, and if he has a different response, then fucking Kyle and I have a huge disagreement. Then he stepped down. Good. Yeah, good. Fucking A. See, Kyle is a fucking stand-up dude. In the sea of fucking bullshit out there, when it comes to political commentary, Kyle is one of your best fucking bets. Because I'll tell you what, dude, I don't agree with everything that he says, but the dude has principles and he stands behind them. Absolutely, dude. Stepping down is the absolute best thing he could have done. Fuck the Justice Dems for thought policing people. Kyle Kulinski, dude. He's been on the show a few times. He's a principled dude, and he knows his shit. He's intelligent. He knows how to back up his statements. He's a very natural kind of debate personality. I like the fact that he allows a little bit of emotion into what he does. He's just an all-around good social and political commentator, and good on him for stepping down. Oh, yeah. Is classical liberalism outdated? I think it's a necessary foundation, but it's not enough to govern a society. From what I understand about classical liberalism, I don't know I'd go as far as to say it's outdated, but I do think it's something that's incomplete in terms of running a functioning society. I don't have problems with people pulling part of their political view from classical liberalism, but to label yourself a classical liberal seems a little anachronistic. Classical liberal. It's like, all right. Without physical immortality or some great legacy, aren't children the only way to sort of live on? I used to be anti-children, but changed sides. No. Not the way I understand live. To live means that your consciousness is aware. And when you die, your consciousness is gone because the machinery operating it are gone. And yeah, you've left progeny, but that doesn't mean that you live on. you're dead in the fucking dirt either way. I didn't say no one should have kids. I said the people that are having kids should take the fucking responsibility incredibly seriously. And those that don't should fucking be held responsible for the fucked up world we live in. So, you know, you want to have kids, then make that the focal point of your life. Every decision that you make should be filtered through what's best for that child. You need to absolutely be able to subvert your own desires for what you want out of life and make it now focused on what this child needs. What does this baby that I created need? And if your fucking life isn't focused on that, every second of every day, every decision that you make, then you're a bad fucking parent. That's the level of fucking parenting that is needed to create a healthy child. Anything less than that, and you're fucking up as a person. I like most of the candidates from the J-Dems. Most of them are for infrastructure spending and single-payer health care. It's sad that they've come to this. Well, I mean, look, these nascent parties are always going to... there's always going to be stumbling blocks with these new kind of parties, because they're a lot of... I think a lot of what happened with Cenk Uygur was the poison pill of their subversion to SJW topics. That really, I think, is what did it. I don't help with these families. I have 18 kids in total. It's not necessary. It don't help with these families have 18 kids in total. It's not. Well, I mean, yeah, there's just no way. I mean, there's no fucking way. But whatever. I'm not in control. He's talking about families that have like 18 kids. And it's like, well, of course you can't. Stupid human shitting immortality cult. Yeah. But you live on. Paul, when you become a parent, you can't enjoy anything. I didn't say that. I love when people quote me on something that I didn't say. I just said that enjoyment needs to be done not at the expense of the child. So yeah, you probably do get to enjoy yourself a lot less than a person that doesn't have a child. But you can certainly enjoy yourself. Kids have to sleep. You can spend a couple hours while the kid's asleep watching a movie with a bucket of popcorn. You can, if you've got family that lives around, you can, leave the kid with a babysitter for a night and go have dinner with your wife or your husband or partner or whatever the fuck. You can, every once in a while, if you can structure the vacation around having a kid with you, you can take the kid somewhere and get away, put your toes in the sand a little bit. The candidates have nothing to do with Cenk. Do you support them still? Isn't social democracy still the best option for America? I don't know that I believe that it's the best option for America. And I never supported the candidates from the J-Dems. I never considered myself a Justice Democrat. I never affiliated myself with them. And I still don't. Hope that answers your question. Red Rocket was the best part of Swamp Ape. It was. Prove me wrong. The reveal of the Red Rocket was the aha moment in the movie. It's when it went from being your standard guy in a rubber suit monster movie to something else. Not to mention Bubba and Mama June pumped them out like horny rabbits. Dude, every racial group has people that are crapping kids out way too quick. Hey, Paul, what's your opinion on alcohol versus legal tobacco? Which do you prefer and why? Uh, I prefer legal tobacco, but I don't know. I spent a lot of years drinking. My early 20s, I drank way more than I smoked. And I had a lot of fun, and I had a lot of, you know, crazy times doing it, but it took a toll on my body. There came a point where I could tell that it was wearing on me in a very negative way, and I chose to kind of slow it down way. Like, I still drink. Every once in a while, I'll get wasted, but I will never be a daily or even weekly drinker ever again in my life. It's just something that's fun to do once in a while. That's my opinion. I love how you get nonstop fellatio from the chat. Dude, are you reading the chat, Tyler? At least 80% of the shit that flies by is insultive to my family or myself situation. Or just trolling gobbledygook. Paul, thank you for this year. I don't have much real friends, but you and other peasants have been kind of a replacement to my social needs, and I would be in a dark place. Dude, that's awesome, dude. A salute to you. Those of us that like hanging out with each other over the internet at a very removed, place and talking shit. You wanted to have children at one point, right? Is your opinion shaped by infertility, or is it 100% objective? Um, I did want to have children for a long time. My opinion certainly is shaped by my own infertility in some ways. Um, because I think that if I wasn't infertile, I would have had a child. So, my entire outlook on things would have to be shaped by that. But I genuinely believe that being infertile has shown me the benefits of getting into a later age because I'm, going to be 38 next year. Getting into this later age where you can see the benefits of not having that attachment. And also the benefits of not being so utterly responsible for another being. I'm fertile, and I still totally agree with Paul. I mean, yeah. I'm sure there are people that agree with me that don't have infertility in their past. Billy eats his offspring. Well, that's a good way to do it. It's kind of an ancient way to do it. Fucking Billy the fridge, dude. Yeah, it's kind of an ancient way to do it, Billy, but I stand behind it. You know what I mean? Birds do that shit. Lizards do that shit. Some mammals will do that shit. You know what I mean? It's not like it's that far back in our evolutionary history. You're definitely old fashioned. That's so true. That's so true, Billy. Favorite strain? I like that strain right before you take a big fat dump. Like when there's a little bit of blockage and you got to bear down a little bit, you got to strain a little bit. That is my favorite strain, dude, because right after that, boom. What about you guys? Gross. Get out of here, dude. Shoo to all of you. You can't take a little turd joke. Come on now. Paul, I have autism. Send me weed. Okay. Best Seattle rapper, dude, Billy the Fridge, hands down, no contest. You need to smoke more sativas. I think my biggest gripe doing a weed is how incapacitated I would get. Yeah, yeah, I'd say sativa's probably a good idea for you. Why would you have children and then eat them? Humans aren't nutritious. Says you. Where on the West Coast is the best place to live? I hate the Midwest. You can't go wrong with Seattle. I'm telling you, that area is pretty awesome. Um, I like the Central Coast of California. I don't know what kind of business you'd be in, but like Pismo, Santa Maria, that kind of area. There's some really beautiful places up and down the West Coast to choose from. I've never been to Oregon, but I've heard good things, so you should just check it out, man. Take a little trip, take a tour of the coast. San Simeon, yeah, dude, San Simeon would be beautiful. Is LA as bad as Enema makes it out to be? Yes. It's probably worse now. It's the most maddening city on the planet. It's just stinky and disgusting and awful and horrible and wonderful. Slab City, yeah, you could move to Slab City, live the free life. Only go to LA if you can navigate through bullshit. And we're talking about every kind of bullshit too. Just think of something that you do in your day to day, week to week life, and then imagine the most bullshitty version of that. And you're a decent idea of what it might be like to live in LA. Yep, you drive to work, you got traffic bullshit out the fucking ass. You want to go get fucking some groceries, traffic bullshit again, grocery bullshit. You want to go get some gas in your car, you got fucking gas price hike bullshit because they're always trying to get people to take fucking public transport, but it doesn't work because LA is spread out farther than any fucking city in the history of mankind. I mean, just everything is bullshit. If you're willing to put up with that bullshit, LA is a great place to live. Well, expensive as fuck. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's another layer of the bullshit. The people that live there, chances are your neighbors are going to be totally fucking insane. So neighbor bullshit. Get ready for some neighbor bullshit because every crazy fuck in California migrates to LA County. So just get ready wherever you live. You're going to have at least one neighbor that is a crazy fuck that's going to be up in your business every fucking day for some stupid reason or putting their mess in your business. Long Beach, underrated city. I mean, Long Beach is great to visit, but I don't know that I'd want to live in Long Beach. Oh, a ridiculous amount of homelessness doesn't even fucking begin to cover it. I mean, there are whole swaths of LA where every overpass that you drive under on the freeway is just like a giant homeless encampment for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. It's insane. Yep. Would you say in general Seattle is affordable? No. I would say in general Seattle is not affordable. But if you're willing to go a little outside of Seattle then you can find some pretty affordable living and be a reasonable striking distance from a lot of cool shit. But Seattle proper is expensive. A lot of the suburbs of Seattle, particularly Bellevue, is expensive. But if you're willing to, like I said, go outside of that a little ways, dude, homeless people are ushered out of like, I lived in Bellevue for a um, while we were down there, and like homeless people do not hang around in Bellevue. At some point in the late night, they're all just rounded up and escorted out of town, I think. Two $20 burgers in Seattle, dude. That yeah, that is balling, dude. When you've already for lunch sat down and had a $20 burger in Seattle, and then dinner comes around and you're like, you know what? Another Jackson on another burger at a different joint for another 20. There it is. That's living that Jay-Z lifestyle, you know what I mean? Nut neutrality. Another Jacksonburg, dude. Yep. You be hearing your friends talking. They're like, I don't know though. Billy already had a big, he already went and ate a burger, down here, and you know how expensive that is. Be like, what? No, no, no. It's cool. It's cool. Two in a night it's whatever, dude. It's just another Jackson. Fuck it. Let's do it. That's that Seattle life. My soul. Yeah, I'm transforming into a youth a Christian youth counselor. Yeah, a little bit less beard. Hey guys, so I wanted to talk about something that might make everybody giggle a little bit, and I guess it's okay to get it out of our systems. We're going to talk about sex today. Okay, all right, everybody settle down, settle down. Now listen. The Holy Bible is God's instruction manual for ownership of a human body, okay? And just like with a car, or with a VCR, or with a portable CD player, or with one of your Nintendos, okay? I don't know which one is out now, but your Nintendos, okay? It comes with instructions, okay? And if you are to take your Nintendo and play the game wrong in a way that breaks it, then you have broken the rules, because right there in the instruction manual, it tells you how to play the Nintendo. Am I wrong, dude? Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. Of course you did, dude. So many kids get that stupid bullshit. Have you ever put Cheetos on a pizza? You did it last night and the roof of your mouth is shredded? Gross. I mean, that's why you shouldn't put Cheetos on a pizza. Ugh. Ever put fries in your cheeseburger? Hell yes, dude. Hell yes. That's like a chips on the sandwich thing too. I've done that. You got a turkey sandwich or something and a little bag of chips. You put some chips on the sandwich, and that is cold pizza is dank. It is, dude. Like you can't get like super complicated pizza though and eat it cold because that's kind of gross. But just a normal fucking thin crust, or not, maybe not thin crust, original crust pie with just cheese and pepperoni and shit. Pull that out of the freezer or the fridge the next morning. Bone down, dude. That's a whole meal right there. Fries dipped in sundae. Like the only thing that I'll do that with is a Wendy's Frosty, dude. Yeah, I don't do that shit. I know Ashley, I think, will do that shit with anything. Like she'll have a fucking milkshake and she'll dip her fries in the milkshake and shit. But only the Wendy's Frosty, dude. Only the Wendy's Frosty. Did you ever get the cold pizza makes you crazy BS? There, no, no, I've never experienced that. There's this Mexican place near me that's pretty lame and boring when you eat there, but for some reason the leftovers are fucking incredible. Sweet, dude. I love places like that. I do. And Mexican food is one of those things that like you get the right thing and the leftovers do just get better because those flavors just deepen and shit. It's like chili. Chili is almost always better the day after it was cooked. Like you can have a pot of chili that's been simmering all day and shit, and that's great. You know what I mean? You get it fresh right out of the fucking pot and shit. That is great. But that next day, dude, you warm that chili up. It's been fucking soaking up all that fucking goodness. All them flavors have been up in there developing and shit. Damn. Damn situation. Damn. I love how these like sometimes just devolve into us talking about food. Cuz like, I love just reminiscing about food. I love just thinking about all the goddamn food in the world that I've eaten. Yeah, dude, we fat. What do you want? What do you want? Yeah, food is great. I agree. I agree. Do I know anyone who has a worse taste in movies than Mundane Matt? I know I've known people. I don't know if anybody in my current life has a worse taste in movies. I don't know. I'd have to have more discussions with Mundane Matt though. I want to try and figure out his thought process because I like a lot of shitty movies too. He just seems to have a taste for the kind of shit that I just utterly disregard. He'll be like, Rob Schneider and the Animal, that's a great movie, man. That's a great film. You're like, what? Has Brett Keane admitted to never having a job? No. He always claims that he has a job. And when you ask him about it, he's like, well, I don't want to bring my work situation into my online life. But I don't think Mundane Matt likes everything. I've seen him do negative reviews. But I do think he's way too permissive with shitty shit. How do you think Brett's feet are? How big do you think Brett's feet are? I have no fucking clue. We've gotten some glimpses of them flipping behind him while he lays on his bed like a little teenage girl vlogging. So maybe you can go find one of those and do an analysis for yourself. Ever donate your blanks to a sperm bank out of spite? Nope, never have done that. We got glimpses of his feet while Dorn sucks his toes and Brett giggles. Okay. I don't know. I don't pretend to understand. The Last Jedi was more bland than unseasoned chicken. I like the metaphor. I don't know. There were some fun things in The Last Jedi. It's not a terrible film. It's a mediocre film, which I'd say is how I would couch the fucking one that preceded it. The Force Awakens was a mediocre film, and we've gotten a mediocre follow-up. It's maybe mediocre for different reasons, but the level of mediocrity is about the same. I haven't watched any Christmas movies recently. I will probably on Christmas Eve, especially since I'll be alone and sad in my bedroom without Ashley because she's visiting family. I'm probably going to just turn on TNT and watch A Christmas Story like 9 times. I'll get a big bucket of popcorn and a big fluffy towel to absorb all the tears, and I'll sit in front of my TV and I'll watch a Christmas. Oh, it's TBS. Okay, I'll just watch TBS for 24 straight hours. Yeah, it does actually sound pretty. I mean, whatever. It's a simple thing. I used to do it a lot when I was a kid. I used to be so worn out from all the family shit because, we'd go like Christmas Eve to my dad's side of the family. And then like when we got back home, a lot of everybody else would like to just sit around and keep talking into the later night. But I'd just go to my room and start watching A Christmas Story. I probably stayed up later than everybody else, but I'd watch A Christmas Story 2 or 3 times, fall asleep watching it, wake up, it'd still be on. I'd finish watching it in the morning, and then do 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 do. So that's a very Christmassy feeling to me. So just got to get some popcorn. Why have all the Star Wars films been mediocre so far? All of them? They haven't all been mediocre, but. Your thoughts on Reservoir Dogs by Tarantino? Cool. You'll shoot your eye out. Do you agree with TJ that the prequels are worse than The Last Jedi? No. It's 9:20 here in Australia, so I just woke up. Do you know what you're gonna do about Brett King going forward now that he fucked it? I mean, it's always the same with the manatee. He'll keep making retarded videos at us, and we'll keep responding. It's just the way it works. How do you feel about Black Swan? I like about Black Swan a lot, and it's got a pretty hot like lesbian scene in it. Not to be a total shitlord, but let's be honest. Pretty, pretty hot lesbian scene. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, and it's a good movie. If you haven't seen Black Swan, I'll sweeten the pot with one of my favorite, lesbian scenes in film. Oh, it's a great movie. Whiplash is another great movie too. No lesbian scene in that, I don't think. But still need to rent Mother when it comes out. Yep. Mother is another good one. I have not seen Bright on Netflix, no. I looked like Alexander Emelianenko, the guy that was fucking poisoned by polonium. Maybe when my shit comes back, I'll find out I'm Russian, dude. Wouldn't that be cool? I'm Russian. The last 30 minutes of Mother was very well done. Dude, the whole fucking movie was well done. It was tense. It was weird. It was, you just kept my brain working constantly, trying to weave together what was going on. And then when I figured it out, it was about time for the fucking finale, and it was great. Why didn't I go with Ashley? Just money. It's expensive to travel. I just got done traveling. I've got a lot of work to do on the channels. Just couldn't take the time. Do a Patreon only so I can. Well, I'm going to be launching a Cinema for Cynics Patreon after the first of the year. I had a subscriber number in mind, that I wanted to wait till to get that open to make it worthwhile for both the patrons and for me. And we've reached that. So I remember you saying you liking Warhammer and was wondering what your favorite faction is. I'm not super into Warhammer, but I like the game, like the video games that they've released. I like the goblins, man. They're hard to win with, but I don't know. I like their shitty little like throwaway units, dude. I like the dwarves as well. They're a lot of fun. But the gobos, man. I like just having this giant horde of Chaos Space Marines. Well, you're talking about Warhammer 40K, dude. We're just talking about Warhammer whatever. But yeah, I guess in 40K, like the Chaos Space Marines are pretty good. Do you like John Carpenter films? Yes, I do like John Carpenter films. The Thing is, I think, his crown jewel. Slanesh is Lord. Isn't Slanesh like a bird? Is a giant bird, or is that another one that I'm thinking of? Big Trouble in Little China is great too. You're absolutely right. Well, listen up here. This is the Pork Chop Express, and I got some advice for all you lonely, empty hearts out there on this cold, stormy night. Big China and Little Trouble. Oh, yeah, dude. It's probably a porn. Best 80s movie ever? Come on, man. There's a lot of really great 80s movies. Favorite Nirvana song? People always ask me that. Lounge Act, dude. Lounge Act. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Have a good night, everybody.